Clap it.
That's a good one.
That was a good one. Welcome back. This is Still Whiskey. I'm Vince.
I'm Rich.
I'm Devin.
And today...
What are we doing? We're doing Jack Daniel's twice barreled special release.
Let's go.
American single malt.
Single malt.
Bam.
It's not
Right
only
there.
the Scotch that can do a single malt.
Who's talking?
You open the bottle.
Yeah.
I'll open the bottle.
All right.
Wasn't that the plan?
Yeah. All right. So we got Jack Daniel's twice barreled special release. What is this? The Oloroso sherry bottle.
Say it again?
Oloroso.
I didn't hear you.
Oh, Russell.
Say it
Finished
one
in
more time.
Oloroso sherry.
Yeah.
MSRP $70.
70? Oh.
Backfired.
70.
Really
I mean,
bad.
I know that's what we got it for, but I've seen it be going for a lot more.
This one?
Yeah.
$70.
Yeah. What's the proof on that?
This guy
Gotta
is
be-
106.3 proof.
Whoa, what are we doing?
Whew.
New glass.
Americans, I don't know that I've ever had a Jack Daniel's American single malt. In fact, I don't know that I've ever had an American single malt.
This is the first time that
so-
they've never done it.
So I grew up in Ireland, and therefore I grew up drinking single malts. All of them were either Irish or Scotch, if I'm honest. So this will be a whole new.
And growing up in
Experience.
Ireland being Scotch, that must have been confusing.
I am not Scottish,
I mean,
but I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you. All right,
No, he's British.
tell them
Canadian.
about.
he loves Canadian whiskey.
Tell
That's
them about the
weird
whiskey, for goodness sake. Whoa, weird.
Do we have a?
Oh no. We're having a good time. Oh, look at
Ooh,
the
look
color
at
on
that
that.
color. Oh my gosh, it matches your couch.
I'd like to look at
I like
color,
it.
but I
It's
don't
like
know.
rich mahogany.
Oh, you look, you're all empty.
Wow.
That sucks for you.
Fill me up, will you? Buttercup.
I
to the
will.
top.
I will. To the top.
Okay.
And
I
that's
was just
the,
kidding.
That's the last we heard of Vince for a really long time.
Sleeping on the
Do you want
couch.
some? You're good? You're sitting
I
this
mean,
one
I
out?
probably should try
You
it.
should try it.
I would try it.
I feel you should try it. All right. This is the first American single malt we've ever had. All right.
So we've had a few Jack Daniels in the
We
past.
have.
We've had some.
Some
Which
of
is
the,
funny because I
the
used to-
barrel proofs.
I used to repel Jack Daniels.
That's
Hell.
because at some level, we've all had bad experiences.
And we've
used
talked about that before. We've talked about it, like,
I'm just saying that
You know.
I used to think of throw up every time I thought about Jack Daniels.
yeah. I couldn't separate it from Coke, which
Yes, exactly.
Whoa, what?
Jack and Coke.
Yeah, Jack and Coke.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
Not the cocaine, like whatever you did
Oh,
in Ireland.
okay.
Oh,
But-
wow.
I did not grow up doing that.
Okay,
Well,
that's
It
good.
seemed like you did.
But
But I, also
think
didn't
there's
Coca-Cola.
The Irish mob.
there's a lot of these bottles. There's a lot of these bottles that are starting, especially in this shape. It seems like any of the bottles in this shape seem to be pretty good.
Yes.
Right?
That's a true
Single
statement.
barrel select, barrel proof rye.
Sure. So I shared before, and maybe this is a problem for the price point, right? So I shared before that what got me across the line with Jack Daniels was the gold label, the barrel proof Tennessee whiskey.
That's
Yep.
Then we reviewed the Tennessee whiskey barrel proof single barrel rye, and oh my gosh.
Yeah.
For $70, that is
I think that's
one of
the biggest
most,
thing.
Yeah.
One of the most phenomenal whiskeys I've had in a really long time.
Yeah.
I have
In
yet
fact,
had
I'm mad I don't have two.
I have yet had a good Jack Daniels single barrel that I can't the price is just so good every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every
70
single time.
bucks.
Yeah. So at the same price,
So good.
sorry, buddy, but you have high competition. Also, this is 700 milliliters. It's not 750.
Ouch.
Are the other ones 750?
I don't know.
Oh.
Stand by.
Stand by,
We're
check
gonna
that
go.
out.
We're gonna.
I mean,
we're gonna-
I didn't know
I've
that.
noticed this. Like you've seen.
Inflation?
No, I've seen like there's some other of the Jack Daniels like bonded triple mash. They've dropped it down to like some smaller ones. Is that 700 too?
750.
Yeah, 750.
Oh,
okay, so we got
interesting.
this one here,
And
750.
look at that. Wow.
Also 750. Wow.
Oh, wow.
So they're hosing you. You don't even know it.
Wow.
But look at this. They're hosing you for the special release. Look at that. 700 mil.
Is
I feel like I
wild.
just got robbed. Doesn't
Yeah.
mean I'm not going to drink it. It's
Yeah.
still whiskey.
It's still whiskey.
Yep.
All right, let me get rid of these.
But 700 milliliters now at $70, it is more expensive bottle than the other two.
But it's still
We'll call it $80.
$70.
Probably
75.
72 and a half.
72.2.
Yeah.
Five.
So, all right. While Rich is
Yeah.
dilly-dallying over there, we can...
What do we got?
What do you got
Oh
here?
my
What do
gosh.
you got on your shirt there? Minnesota guy?
Minnesota.
What do you call him? Old Blue?
This is a
Old
gift.
Blue.
This
Spam?
This
Is that his name? Docs?
Spam. This was a Spam
Oh, yeah,
America
blue.
tour.
Old Blue?
This was a gift. This T-shirt,
Spam.
$70. What do I get?
Did you grow up eating Spam in Ireland?
No.
Isn't that almost?
I didn't either here, but I know
It's like the
I didn't grow
neighboring.
up.
It's like the neighboring state, right? To Canada.
Also, not Canadian.
Joe
Does
shoved in.
love Canadian whiskey.
So,
It's funny because there's a friend of ours that actually thought after several years of knowing me that I was Canadian. I'm like,
Yeah.
except that I'm Irish.
What a hoser.
peanut brittle.
What a hoser.
Peanut brittle.
Or like some sort of
It's definitely off profile for me.
caramel, maybe
not-
maple sugar. I don't know. Like
not
there's some sugary like sweet thing that's
I'm not getting bananas.
Yeah.
Which is a
it's
Jack
probably-
Daniel's staple.
It's true.
Let me see what this has got.
You know what? Call me crazy.
I will.
Plantain.
Finished in Oloroso sherry casks. I feel like you said it. You just
Like
said
the
it wrong.
plantain from Guatemala.
Why do you hold
Huh?
like? Okay.
like it's a Don and on a mafia like
Like a mafia movie?
Mafia. Oh my gosh.
That's how you hold. That's how you hold.
Dough? I don't know. I'm not super thrilled. It's
So like,
also not
there's a
super-
little bit of caramely that I get out of it, but there's something
There's
else
just
that
really not a lot of nose. I would just say there's not a lot on the nose.
There's not a lot.
No.
In fact, you know what just hit me is this is 106 proof. This is not like the
Yeah.
the two that we just pulled over here,
Yeah.
which are 130,
This is-
128.
Yeah. This
Right.
reminds me on the nose. It reminds me of smelling whiskey during COVID. you just can't.
where you lost your smell.
Yeah,
you didn't know what you're doing.
Yeah, you just can't really taste a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
ooh.
Whiskey or turpentine?
Oh, on the palate's interesting. That is very.
I will say the sherry finishes. Like we have a lot of High West
Ooh.
We do.
that they do
Ooh.
sherry finishes.
Oh, I like that.
I like it.
Yeah, I do tend to like those more, like those finishes. They're like, you know, I don't. The brandies are okay, but the sherries like have
Yeah,
always
yeah.
kind of been.
I
Yeah.
like that.
I feel like we have a
I'm not offended.
Oloroso sherry finish High West
Oloroso.
double rye. Why do you gotta be weird about it? It's just say the word. Stop trying to be all weird about it.
It's very good.
On the nose,
Yeah.
cardboard. Not
Yeah.
excited.
No.
I'm not excited. I'm not excited. But on the
There's a
palate, I'm
smell.
like, oh,
There's
okay.
a smell I can't tie it to what it is, but like I've had it before. It's a mix of chocolate with caramel and like there's a specific like not dish or candy or something, but anyway. Maybe
I'm
it'll
trying,
come
to,
to
I'm
me.
trying to decide if it's the finished in Oloroso that's throwing me off, or the fact that it's an American single malt.
Gosh, I really
again-
like this.
Because again, I have not had an American single malt, so relative to Irish single malts, Scottish single malts,
Right.
Which that was my bread and butter when I grew up, right?
Yeah.
That was
what about
what
a
I
Canadian single malt? Is it like that?
okay. Also not from Canada.
Okay.
I also don't know if there are Canadian single malts.
I don't think there are.
But right now there's American, and
Yeah.
we're drinking it.
So it's 100% malted barley.
Wow.
So this was a tough one to get.
Yeah.
$70.
Yeah.
Special release, limited quantity. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure that we were going to be able to pull off getting this bottle,
Yeah, in Utah, like it's a
especially in Utah.
rush to the liquor store.
Rush to the liquor
we
store
see
and,
it possibly
and,
drop.
and again, the good news is you pay MSRP.
Yep.
The bad news is there's only 6 bottles, and if you don't get one of the 6,
I really like this.
You were what, number 5 in line? Yeah.
I really like this. For a lower proof, like single barrel, like I like this.
I don't know that I would sit and drink a ton of this though.
Yeah.
Really?
It's got a nice flavor you can do a few times, but like you're not doing this not daily, but it's not a
It's a fairly short finish, also.
yeah.
You mean you're
Right.
not gonna drink this whole bottle in one sitting? Because that's probably good.
Not on
I
Father's
mean,
Day.
not on Father's Day.
Yeah.
Did you do that? Did you finish your
No,
Father's
you
Day?
actually do it?
I drank it all weekend.
Listen,
and I still have
There is
plenty
no
left.
evidence.
Okay.
There is no evidence that he's
These
any bad.
guys.
If you haven't seen it, go check out the Father's Day
These guys.
special edition.
I drank it exclusively during Father's Day weekend. That was the bourbon of choice, and I also
Good story.
drank it with. I also mixed it in with my Bullet.
Did you seriously do
You missed
that?
with Bullet?
You really?
No,
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 not Bullet. The
Not-
thing.
The Bullet
The bright orange.
pre-made mix.
Old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why you can't be trusted.
It's $10 less than
You
the.
keep-
I'm
you
just
keep-
saying, I
stop
like it.
doing
It's not
that.
bad. It's not bad.
All right, what are we getting? A little bit of maple.
I like this a lot. I can't. It's not like it's very unique. It is unique.
It's very similar to a lot of other sherry casks that I think I've had.
Well,
Right?
yes.
Like it's
But it's still slightly off profile for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Because of the American single malt versus, say, a bourbon.
well, and
or
it's a
rye.
single malt Tennessee whiskey. Like that's the thing,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah. I think that the only other Oloroso finished bottles I've had are rye, I think. And this one's slightly off profile for me.
Yeah, and I don't know that I've had an Oloroso finish. So
So maple, a little bit of caramel, a little bit of dough, maybe.
I just like that it's different though. For me, I like the differentness to it. So if I'm going up and I'm looking at my cabinet, I'm going, you know what, I want something a little bit different tonight.
Sure.
I might reach for this bottle.
yeah, and it's a cool looking bottle. I
Yeah.
mean, it's different. It's the Jack Daniels. It's not the typical gold label. It's got this blue.
Yeah.
Which with the purple, which I like for like the sherry. Like
Yep,
it's got
yep. It's very
pieces
well
to it that
designed,
like
yeah.
I'm
make
a
it.
sucker for a good bottle.
I know. It's like it's a good looking bottle. Like these Jack Daniel bottles, like we've
look nice.
talked about it before, but like they weren't available for a while. That's why we didn't see these coming out. And so I'm glad that they didn't do the makers thing and move it to
Correct.
the 46 to the standard bottle.
Let me ask you this. Would you pour one of those, drink your way through it, and then go, oh, I'm going to reach for that again? Because I agree with you that for something different, it's really good.
Right.
Actually, it's surprisingly good, if I'm
Yeah.
honest, because I've never had something in this wheelhouse. But would I reach for it for a second pour?
No.
And I don't
think
know
so.
that I would. I think I would put it back on the shelf.
Yep.
And then, a while later go, oh yeah, I haven't had that in a while. And then reach
100%.
for it
100%.
and you know what
Which
I
is
mean?
why it's a really good bottle to have on your shelf.
For $70.
For $70, you might have a few. I like it.
I think they could have proved it a little higher, personally.
Yes.
106.
I think
If it was
when you-
116,
I think that's the tough part about doing the finishings in the other casts, right? Like it's gonna lose, and that's where it loses some of the proof, right? Like it's sitting for however long. I mean, they don't say how long it was finished in there, but it's gonna lose that proof. So
yeah.
I mean, would I do more of Jack Daniel's like these finishes? I don't know. Like it's a cool looking bottle.
It's a cool looking bottle, and
It
it's
doesn't
also,
taste bad.
It's a bottle.
I've had worse whiskey.
I'm upset that
It is still whiskey.
because we both went to the liquor store at the same time
Yes.
at different liquor stores. The liquor store that I went to did not have this. You got this,
That's true. I am
and
fair.
I am upset that I don't have this bottle. Like I wish that I had this bottle.
For $100, you can have it.
For $500, he can have it.
And I will say that I would for $100 off. If I had to buy it on the secondary market for $100 just to have it, I might.
Okay. So
might.
so for $70,
I'm buying it for sure.
you're buying it for sure.
100%.
What's your grade?
That's tough.
It is tough because it's off profile,
It's
right?
yeah. I'm gonna say an 8.
Oh, wow.
It's only 106 proof.
That's higher than I would have given it, but okay.
It's probably like a 6 for me.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like it?
It's above 5, so I like it.
It's $70. You have to remember it's $70.
That's true.
Yeah, I know.
That's
but
true.
that's why I
Okay.
got a 6.
Ouch.
Like if it was cheaper than that, it probably would have been a little bit higher,
Yeah.
right? Like it's not.
I mean, I paid $70 for Old Ezra, and I like it almost the same.
Here's what I'll say. I think no one is going to be blown away by this whiskey.
Yeah.
That's true.
But it's still whiskey. And if someone comes over and you're like, oh, let me pour you something a little different,
Right.
I think they're going to be like, oh, this is different.
It's
I
going to be
like
a bottle
this.
that
this
people
is
don't have on their.
interesting.
All the people have on their
Exactly.
shelf.
A lot of people don't have, and I think
Yep.
they're going to be like, oh, I really like this because it's different.
Correct.
Even if the same people that say they like it don't then say, hey, I want to go for a second pour.
Yeah.
And so for me, this is a buy, but I probably wouldn't buy 2, 3, or 4 of them. Whereas with the Jack Daniel's single barrel, barrel proof rye,
Gosh.
I would buy every
day.
single
Yeah.
time at $70. This is a buy once, use it sparingly, try it from time to time, share it with someone that wants something a bit different.
Yeah.
For $70 though, it's a must-have, I think.
Yeah, for $70, you are not going to be mad that you bought
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
So-
$70, like to have it on your shelf. Like I said, take away the looks of it, and I know like I might be the only one that likes looks, and like
You're
having
not the only
uniqueness,
one.
having uniqueness.
They wouldn't
on
make
your
sexy
shelf.
bottles
Yeah.
if they
having uniqueness on your shelf. Like that's
Yeah.
like there is a piece to that, right?
Yes.
You're not gonna find this at most bars.
Right.
You're gonna like so that's where $70 is a great thing to have. $70 to buy it again, probably not.
Right. Okay, so you're at a
Buy
6.
once.
You're
You're
at
at
a
a 6.
6. That's brutal.
You're at an 8.
I
I'm
liked
at a
it.
7
Okay.
for $70.
Yeah.
It is nowhere close to the 9. I'm pretty sure I gave a 9 to the barrel proof rye. The rye is off the scale amazing.
And I think I gave that
But-
9.5.
But I still buy this at $70. I
Yeah.
still buy this bottle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's interesting enough. It's $70.
Yep.
And
And it looks cool.
And the
It's-
only reason I'm paying 100 if I have to is because I can't get this bottle. I tried to get it, I couldn't
Sure.
get it. I did. If it was there all the time, I'd
Wait, you're
bring-
saying 100? You'd pay 100 for this? I said 100 for the barrel proof rye, and you said,
no?
Yeah.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Fake news.
I said,
We should go back and watch it.
I
roll
said
it
I would.
back, me, because I'm editing, roll it back, where I said I'd buy for 100, and they balked at it. They said 80 would be their max.
No,
They'd
I-
go to-
No.
Yeah.
Are we
I'd
gonna-
go up to 100, but I mean, if you're an 80 or under is an easy buy.
The rye is phenomenal.
I would pay 150 for that rye.
All right.
Okay.
So all of us would buy it,
Yeah.
but
All
we
of-
probably wouldn't buy a second bottle. That's what I'm hearing.
You should definitely buy it. It's a good value
Yeah.
and it's a good bottle. It's just different. It's just different. It's not the crushable,
Sure.
right?
There it is. Jack Daniels, twice barreled, special release, American
2 times
single malt.
Adarosa.
Oloroso.
Adarosa.
You were so close.
I'm so.
It's a sherry finish.
Listen, we did it. This is Still Whiskey. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Love you. Thanks.
Yep. Love you.
We do. We love you. What do we not love you?